Is everyone ready now? We're all here today to speak about our past experiences and nobody here is to be judged. I have an experience myself that I love to share with you all. Now, some of you may and may not relate, but hopefully you'll still learn what I learned a long time ago. I couldn't stop my hands from shaking when I needed another fix. I was a broken man without it, but when I'll hear that call, I'll just lose my senses. I was more broken and alone than before. It was like fighting a constant war. A war between worlds. I was in a state of confusion in an unfamiliar place. See, inside this mind of mine, I'd often feel empty. Drawn in by the temptation, I'd forget to tend to the ones I loved the most. You see, when I should have been holding her close, I held on to my addiction and put it first. She would say to me, "Are you even listening?" Or, "How comes we don't talk like we used to?" Questions I would ask myself then when I was alone, but I'll quickly escape my reality with another dose of my favorite drug. See, it came in different forms. And that was the false beauty of it. It left me with the same effect, always. Empty and alone. I would be strolling through busy streets, not speaking to a soul. Or I'd just keep my head down and drown myself in depression. I still remember those days vividly. The feeling of attaining the drug. It would be calling me, persuading me and alerting me that it was once again time for another fix. How could I ignore it when it had become a part of my life, my world? See, I had lost friends to the very same thing I put my trust in. I had lost focus, and most importantly, I lost my sense of self. See, I didn't know who I was anymore. That cocktail of stimulants and depressants had me feeling one way, but acting another. See, whether in private or in public, when that call came, I was determined to answer it. It's embarrassing to say, but I was a slave to it. Well, I used to be. See, I needed to assess what I was doing. When those closest to me said I had changed and the love was not the same, the gossip that followed a heavy dose began to bore me, and sleepless nights became too much. In turn, see, I had to make a change. Otherwise, I would have been consumed and lost the sense of my reality. See, rather than letting it defeat me, I had to learn to control my habit. Some call it rebranding, whatever. I just wanted change. See, I wanted to be locked into a conversation without my mind wandering off the thoughts of another world. The place where nothing is real and perception creates a false reality of manufactured dreams. I wanted that authentic feeling of tasting food and having my senses tingle while I closed my eyes and savor the moment. See, I had been missing the memories and moments of today. I was afraid of change. Afraid I would not survive if I kicked the habit. Afraid I would lose all the friends I had made over the years through this addiction. Junkies just like me. See, I had abandoned those who were really there for me to form relations with lost souls like myself. You're looking at me thinking, I can't relate to this junkie. But you all can. You all can relate to me. That's why you're here, right? See, I could have been a doctor or a lawyer, but the drug addiction was defeating me. How long was I willing to let this happen? See, I let it distract me to the point where I would be dosed up during lectures, so it was inevitable that during exam time I'll barely get a pass. I had to make a change even if I couldn't kick the habit. See, I had to find a way to use it to my benefit. See, like prescription drugs to make a sick person better, rather than it being stressful or soul-destroying, it became therapeutic and pleasurable. See, I found joy in answering those calls because I knew eventually an opportunity will come calling. A lot of you are looking at me thinking, what is this drug? Well, this is something we all know and love. That device you hold so tightly? That mobile device? That laptop? That tablet? Social media almost consumed me. See, I would wake up looking at tweets from the previous night for hours. Or I would scroll through Instagram late at night knowing I had work the next morning. See, day in, day out, I was busy watching people do what I myself wanted to do, instead of doing it myself. See, I would procrastinate to the point where I couldn't get any work done, so I began to suffer at uni. See, when people spoke to me, I never gave them my full attention, because I was too busy scrolling through my phone. How could I focus on what was really going on in reality if my mind was always elsewhere? See, after seeing people use the same drug and become successful by networking rather than get lost socializing, I had to reevaluate my use of it. What were they doing right that I wasn't? See, they were the users and I was the abuser. See, I was being distracted by the very thing that could have changed my life. And I chose to waste my life with it. And indeed it did for a bit. See, I had to put the phone down to realize that I was lost in the world. You see, the real world is my rehab. There's so much to learn here. Ways to grow. See, the social world is my drug, stealing my knowledge. See, when placed in real life interactive situations, I didn't know how to function without being nervous. I had all the confidence in the world when I had my mobile engaging on social networks, but lacked all of that in reality. Now, I'm not here to tell you phones are evil, but wasting your time on something not productive is a waste of your life. Ask yourselves, are you here on this earth to live or to be controlled by the object in your pocket? I stand before you all today as a successful entrepreneur who once almost lost all his potential due to the things around me I thought couldn't hurt me. See, if you haven't learned anything from me today, I just want you to remember this. It's called the World Wide Web. For a very good reason. Think about that. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's my time. I hope you've all learned something valuable from me today and soon beat your addictions. Remember, you can take yourself further in life than a device in your pocket can.